hello, and welcome to the House of Sword. It is Sunday. Shalom is here, so shalom. I hope everyone's doing well. Let's go sewing.
This brother Rush on Friday kicking you ballistics on WIMS. Yo, I got a smoke off my car. You want the whole cake? I said hold up. Yo, they did you trying to get money here. WIMS, Dallas Soul, Saturday, y'all.
Thursday night. Boy was high, girl fly like kite. They hold hands until next day. Boy, then let's go hit his way. Boy rolls blunt back to his boys. Erection brings bad boy joys. Boy thinks of that big fat back. Big black fat, love big black fat. Girl calls boy to stand him up on Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday, it's a Saturday, it's a Saturday. Saturday is a Saturday, Saturday is a Saturday.
Once more with the wall up in the score. Smash about a riff shit and make you rock your hip. Revival of the roller boogie in a ricochet to make you think about the time we spoke fun instead of fight. But diving from a piece of metal should have done life. Slip your butt to the fix of this mix. Toss that briefcase, it's time to let loose. Cause you work like heck to get the weekend check. So unfasten that sleeper on your neck. Connected like a vibe from the wheel to the foot. Come on everybody, do the funky output.
5 days you work, one whole day to play. Come on everybody, wear your roller skates today. It's Saturday, 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 it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, Saturday, it's Saturday, yeah.
Now as you pump your fists, I reminisce to a bounce rock skate roll fest to impress. Hey pretty diamond, do you like the way I'm dressed? Cool, keep the faith and be my mate, cause all we need is feet. But promote the hustle cause it keeps me thin. No need to talk, Luke just walked in.
Is there a bread on stage?
Yes, man.
So kick the wham on this jam.
Oh, Mr. Sprinkler, Mr. Sprinkler. Wet me for one, Mr. Sprinkler. I'm heating high five and a day's no split. With a yawn, I trip to the dawn. Out comes the bodies following the one idea. It's clear. Rattle to the roll. Hold back up the track, grab your roller skates, y'all. And let's zip on by. Zippity doo, now let's zip on by. Feed on the weed and we're feeling high. Sun is on thick and the cheese is rolling thick. Come on, it's no time to hide. Season is twist, spinning and winning. No hack and sack, let me in. Spill on the bottom away, but it's okay. It's a Saturday.
Now let's all get baked like Anita.
Watch Mr. Lawn, don't look at the Peter.
Feel on the farm, I'll feel on the.
Hey, watch that.
To act a fool tonight. Get up, everybody. Hello, and welcome to the House of Soul. It is great to see everybody. It is Sunday. I hope everyone's doing well. And tonight, I'm pitching for the Houston Astros.
On behalf of Zodiac, because I am a fan of everything he's a fan of, I super approve of that jersey. And I just, all I could see was just the top couple of stripes. I'm like, oh my God, is that an Astros jersey? I gotta tell Zodiac.
I forgot I had this. I completely forgot I had this.
The colors are so. Do you remember when the Canucks had those kind of stripes too? Way back in the day, like in the mid '80s, I think that's when they got those. When they moved from that hockey stick to the stripes, but with black.
Yeah, when they had the black and if I ever see one of those jerseys, I'll buy them, but people know what they have now. Yay, it's great to see everybody. Hello. Happy Sunday to everybody. I'm actually going to work on a project, but we'll see if I get there because we're just hanging out. How are you doing, Shalom?
I am fantastic, thank you. I've had a good day. I went and watched Phoenix for a little bit. She's really, I like her. We got along.
Amazing. I'm
You
glad
Phoenix
you
know,
is
got to go see
awesome.
her. Yeah.
Phoenix is awesome.
yep. And apparently she does some stuff on Saturday mornings, and she's on the same time zone as me. So, woohoo!
Yeah, we're all West Coasters. Do you know how excited I am when I find people that live
Yeah.
when I live on the when they live on the West Coast? No, I'm jumping ahead. It's a Jimmy jersey.
Yes, you're very Jimmy today.
Who's Jimmy?
Did you get did you get it? It's teenage slang from the 1800s.
No, no, I'm old. I'm old. I'm this
I read it
jersey.
out loud.
I'm
It's
this,
when I was reading the history of the block. It said that what did she say? Somebody looked particularly Jimmy in their nice clean muslin. So we're saying you look Jimmy.
thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you very much.
Okay, now I have to. I'm gonna have to look that up. I hope Urban Dictionary isn't mean to me.
Oh, thank you, Mona. Thank you.
Yay, you are looking. See, I took me. I was like, huh? Sorry,
You're
guys.
just looking handsome. That's what she's trying to tell you. Okay. Take the compliment.
Towards the end of the stream, I was getting ready. I had my Kings jersey on, but I just wasn't feeling it, and I forgot I had this.
Yeah.
And it's got short sleeves.
I know. I'm
And
like he's showing arms today.
I know
What?
no one wants to hear this, but it was like 75 degrees today in
Uh,
Southern California.
That's
well,
cold.
It's
you're
hot in
right.
here.
You're
It's
right.
like hot in this room.
Did not want to hear it. Just didn't.
Oh,
And I'm not weather shaming anyone, but where I live,
oh, it was almost 70 here, so I'm okay. I'm okay
Oh
today.
man, no, it's still sitting in the mid 40s around here. Just that gloomy rain cloud, But I don't mind it. I don't mind it at all. I never have to shovel rain, and I know a lot of other Canadians are dealing with shoveling their precipitation, so I'm just never going to complain about the rain.
Yeah.
it's our okay. I'm adding Jimmy. When I think of Jimmy, you know what's so funny? Everything is so reciprocal because in the late 80s, early 90s, that was a word that was used in rap. There's a bunch of De La Soul songs. There's a Jimmy
Mm,
song. So
well,
when you say
maybe,
that's Jimmy, it makes me think of De La Soul.
Well, I brought Jimmy
He's
back.
all over the world.
yeah. So now you're Jimmy Tweed. Is that where we're going with this?
Oh no, we're gonna have to write these down. I'm running out of room. You know what's funny? I'm gonna have like 15 bars of names. It's just gonna be
Yep. Yep.
Yeah. Jimmy Tweed.
great to see everybody.
Mhm.
So I just posted a short because my hello Judy, great to see you. My
Hi,
phone's doing that.
Judy.
My phone was doing that weird thing where back in the day I'd have to check to see if it was private or public as far as a short. And for some reason it marked it private. But I just finished my short, so I'm gonna put my coat on
Hi, Judy.
and do my Sunday dance.
Hey.
I'm just kidding.
Yep.
That
I
way,
love that. I love that intro so much. Like I just sit here and chair dance, and I always just sit in anticipation, waiting for the Elmo coat to come out.
one day I will put on my fur coats, but I live in the desert. And I've sat here
Yeah,
for 6 years making coats, and I literally live in the desert.
and long coats too. Like they're not little short jackets. And we should challenge you to make a little like bullfighter bolero jacket with like all the spangly bits.
I don't know how to sew if it's less than 15 yards. You need a sail.
Okay,
You need a sail for your sailboat. I'm your dude.
are you going to accept my challenge then? Is that what you're saying? Or
Yeah, I could do it.
yeah, you could.
I have patterns for jackets and I just extend everything. I look at patterns as guidelines.
Well, yeah.
And plus,
I
like,
mean,
look at this. Like, I like to cover everything. See, all you see is the 34.
Well, that's.
No butt reveal today, ladies. Sorry.
I know. I was like, that's what we were here for. What are you talking
I'll
about?
be, the chaps era will be coming back because I have all this leather and all this stuff in here. So I'm just watching the short from William. He looks like a dapper Jimmy dude.
Yes.
Thank you, thank you, thank you, Lisa. I just got the joke 30 seconds ago. I'm catching up. See, this is what happens. This is why you don't want to miss the triple play, the hat trick Sunday, because you miss 10 seconds and then you're not Jimmy.
You're not Jimmy. Oh,
Oh, good grief.
that was good times. So the chaps are coming back, huh?
Why not? Why not? I'm making Jankos. I got to give the people what they want, you know?
Yeah. So that means the calendar can come back.
Oh my God, William's going to do a calendar, or maybe
Oh,
we should
he's
just
doing a
take
calendar.
screenshots and make a calendar for him.
Girl, we got it
There we
going
go.
on.
Yep,
I already know. I know it all.
we'll conspire. Okay, Katie mentioned to vote for Lisa in the Sewing Machines Plus contest. I don't know what that
Starting
is.
tomorrow. It'll be on
So,
Lisa's channel, and Mona
okay,
will shout it out too. It'll be. Look at the.
yes.
Hey.
Please, somebody put it into Discord so I can just click and do my voting.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
That ply looks really good on you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
When I'm done with all this shenanigans, I'm going to make a vest that's not necessarily close, but it kind of is.
That is a very sophisticated plaid. I really, really like it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm going to make a vest. The reason I like originally when I bought this a year or two ago, I bought a ton of packages, but I thought they were all the same print because I was going to make a kilt, but they were not. They're different prints. Like this is wide compared to this.
Yeah,
But
that's definitely different. But it goes though. Like
yeah,
It's the
it doesn't.
same. They're
it
the
does.
exact
That's gonna
same
be
color
nice,
scheme.
a nice vest.
It's the exact same color scheme. It's just larger stripes. So I'm going to make a vest out of that.
Different. Yeah, it's a different ratio.
Yeah.
But I went crazy with the collar. I don't know. Yeah, you can see. Like
Yeah.
I went as sideways as I could with this collar. And it's not even experimenting because I've made quite a few coats like that. Without a serger, I actually have to sew the collar. So I actually had to make it with two pieces and do it the right way. So,
Oh
I
my
made it.
God, Lisa!
Boy,
I told William he's the king earlier. Oh, sorry, Jess. I keep doing that.
Yay!
you
Great.
realize he's not going to be able to get out of his room, right? His head's going to be like this large.
That's
Well,
my line. It feels weird time changing. I see, actually. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Should I be playing Pop and Circumstance? Dun, 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 dun. Wrong song, but same thing.
no, that's
Dun, dun.
that's
Wrong
Rule
song.
Britannia.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's okay.
But I think it is. What's the name of the hat? Is it Deerstalker?
It is a deer stalker.
It's
Yes,
time. It's time I need to make one.
absolutely,
Okay.
absolutely.
But I'm gonna make one and wear it for all like even if it doesn't match, I'm gonna wear it for all my jackets.
If you made it in that really beautiful plaid, then it doesn't matter. It would go like the neutral colors would go with anything, and it would just look amazing.
It's absolutely great to see everybody. I've been looking up patterns because I want to make a hat. It's just I'm not kidding you. My hat size is 7 7/8, so I have to take precautions because I know they're not talking to me. I know they are not talking to me when when I see hat tutorials.
Did you look at that one of that guy? I can't remember vintage something that I sent. He's the one that makes the Inverness cape as well. He's got the full Sherlock Holmes get up. He even made a suit.
I did. I actually did. Stuff like that inspires me. That's actually one of the reasons I pulled this out because if you see the mess I make when I deconstruct this pile and then put it back together, like, and if a fabric pile falls in the garage and no one's there to see it, did it really fall?
You know,
Yeah.
it's a question for the ages. Let's meditate upon it.
Let's see. Where is my gigantic magnifying glass?
What do you think, Jess? Should he do the deerstalker hat next or the Inverness cape?
I think you should do the hat next and then go for the cape. Yeah.
Yeah. Like, I mean, even if he made a, a detachable cape that
Mhm.
just he put on and he could take off, with snaps or something,
Yeah.
that would do it.
Yeah, definitely the hat first.
I like Lisa's thinking. I like her thinking. The 14th century outfit with balloon pants and a hat with a feather.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
I can see
Plaid
that.
hose. Plaid hose cut on the bias. Yeah. I like Lisa.
Oh, there we go. Now I can see everything while we're working. Oh, that's good.
I'm
Wow,
still
there's
just
magnifying glass.
doing my hand stitching and
Yeah.
stitching with my granny glasses on, feeling very much like a granny.
Oh.
Just
One day we
channeling all the granny energy.
one day we have to play a game to see if there's something in this house that I don't have.
What was that game show? Um, where the host would come into the audience and tell them they could have money if they had like a bobby pin in their purse.
Oh, they brought it back with Wayne Brady. I used to watch it with my grandparents in the 80s to make it let's make a deal.
Yeah.
Mm.
I used to
Yep.
watch that with my
Yes.
grandparents. It was on before or after Price is Right.
A House of Sewing edition of Let's
Yes.
Make a Deal. We
I
need to
can
make a
actually read the
list.
chat now. Kidding, I can't see anything with this thing.
Romper Room. Oh my god, I remember Romper Room. That makes me feel so old.
Yes.
My grandfather was in denial of his sight, and I'll never forget, like, when everyone would leave the room, he would grab something and be like, okay. Then he'd do this and start reading, like, he would do one of these. But this was from my grandfather's library. And he had it in his desk, like, we all knew that he was in denial. It's okay.
Yes.
That's a really nice magnifying glass, though. That's
Mm-hmm.
super
That's old
classy.
school. I have a
Looks heavy.
It is. It is. That's why it actually was in my room. Because there are certain things that like when I first got a lot of this stuff, my son and I played with them like children. And we broke a lot of stuff. That's probably priceless and vintage. So there are certain things that I've learned to put in my room, as the curator of the House of Sewing Museum. I've learned over time.
Yes, kids do indeed.
But
F S up.
we were having so much fun though. Like there was one day, and I swear my son hid the potion from me because I found the fog machine, and he's like, "Good luck finding the potion." But I set the fog machine off in here, and we were like, we had a rave. We had glow sticks. I found and I know what they were for because we have to clean our own septic tank. Now we have a service, but back in the day, we would get a glow stick and drop it down to see, how filled it was. Oh yeah. But I found this box with like hundreds of the neck ones of like the ones from the dollar store.
Yeah.
So we went crazy. We turned the lights off. We were like, we were rocking out, having a good old time. Oh, the fog machine. And I clogged every device in this room because that stuff is oily.
Yes.
I'm surprised my neighbors didn't call the fire department on me. Good shout out to you neighbors for not calling.
Yeah. I have a fog machine and I used it once because the fire department came because the fog stuff has to be cooler than the air that it goes into or else it just rises and one blast of a fog machine looks like your whole house is burning down.
Oh my word.
I opened in my garage because we partied in here for a while, and then I opened my garage, and for a half an hour there was just this fog rolling out of my garage. Then I made the mistake of looking above my house. I had a cloud above my house, and I'm like, "Oh no, maybe
Cheech
this
and Chong came to visit.
maybe this wasn't a good idea." And at the
Oh,
time, I was in a group, like in a giant group
yeah.
of people, and every single person was like, "I don't know if that's a good idea. Do you know with your asthma?" And I'm like, I was like, it didn't affect my asthma. I was like, oh, coughing.
Oh.
Oh,
Mm.
so I will never open the fog machine in here. Oh wow, I just found something I forgot I had. A bunch of spools of fabric never open that are on actual wool spool. I have a
Wow.
few of those. Those are awesome.
Oh,
It's amazing that you have that.
I
Definitely,
love
I
a
gotta take
wood
this.
spool.
It's hot. I gotta take this jacket off. It's definitely hotter than 75 in here.
Maybe it's just you, William.
Also, what so I know there's no rules in quilting, but like can I combine a t-shirt and my box?
Of
Can I
Yes.
make
course.
a blocky t-shirt quilt?
Of
Yes.
course.
Because I have a bunch of shirts that I've outgrown that I kind of want to. Because like something like this, I used to put on the back of I would put this on the back of like a vest or something, but I might make a quilt out of it.
Yeah.
That would be amazing.
Yeah.
That would
You
be
just need to put a
amazing.
backing on it so it doesn't stretch.
I
But yeah.
I don't fit in this shirt anymore.
Just yeah, no, just iron on interfacing onto the back and it'll maintain the shape that it is.
Yeah.
I have a ton of interfacing because when I first got my brother PE 535, I didn't understand the difference in interfacing.
Mhm.
So I went to Joe Wayans and I was like, I need interfacing. And they're like, what kind? I said, all kinds. And so I actually have a ton of interfacing
Oh no.
for
And the
anything you
lady
could
stood
think
They
of.
have
there
like
and
a
looked at
wall of
you.
interfacing. They probably gave him like 10 yards of each.
I didn't realize how. Well, I had a bolt that I used for my patches because I made a lot of patches, and it was razor thin. And I like at first I didn't know how to utilize my space, so I was wasting a lot of the material because I'd make this tiny patch and then cut
Yeah.
around it. I'm just throwing out all these ideas because I don't know. I might make a t-shirt quilt. I've been watching way too much YouTube and way too much quilting YouTube because I
I
see all
know.
these different ideas and I'm like, I could
I could
make
do
that
that.
quilt in
Yep.
5 minutes.
Mhm.
Especially the t-shirt quilts though.
Yeah.
It's something that as somebody who owns hundreds and hundreds of t-shirts, it's something that I think I'm gonna get into.
I
So,
just watched a video yesterday of how to cut out hexies because I've already bought the freaking hexie papers. Each paper piecing. Now I'm like, oh right, how am I gonna cut out these darn hexies?
oh, I before I completely forgot. So let's talk about how the time change has ruined everyone's life. I'm kidding. Usually the sun goes down at 3:30 and it is 6:20 and the sun's going down now.
I like it. I
Oh,
like
it's
it.
dark here already. But then
I'm
it is
pro
9:20.
excuse me, I'm pro summer.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I like it when the sun's out more, but it's just the transition. I am terrible. I'm one of those people. It affects me. I don't know why. The time change. Like tomorrow, I'm just gonna be like,
Well,
whoa.
it's dark in the morning now. It's
Yeah.
darker longer.
Well, well, it's always dark when I go to work in the
I know
morning.
my classroom's gonna look like I'm a vampire because I don't turn on the classroom lights. I just have like these little lights that go around. But it's
It's
okay.
just-
Kids will handle it.
and I know we've had this conversation all day. Everybody's had this conversation, but as modern humans, since we are getting rid of everything, how come we can't get rid of daylight savings? As someone who actually farms,
Yes. No, yeah, then that's the people who it affects worse because like when
Yeah.
I worked on the farm, we never changed our time because the animals don't know.
exactly.
But they
And
did it for school kids too, so that they wouldn't be in the dark waiting for the school bus.
I went to a high school that started at 7:30 in the morning. I was always in the dark waiting for the school bus.
Mm, wow.
that just seems inhumane to
I don't know
me.
what to say to you.
You were like,
I'm like, okay.
okay,
But
I'm
I mean,
getting a hi hat. Nope, I'm
I got on
getting
the
a hi
bus at
hat.
6:35 in the morning.
I'm
So
gonna
I
get a hi
get it.
hat. That's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna get a hi hat for the boop, 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 shh.
You okay?
Just you need a stream deck. There is a thing called a stream deck that has a whole bunch of different buttons and
Mm,
you can program all these different sounds in it and then all you do is hit that button, it'll make that sound for you.
But I'm
right.
old school. I'm still trying to figure out how to get a live studio audience in here. Thank
Oh
you
well.
so much for stopping by. Thank you so much, Lisa.
Oh, good night, Lisa. Um, are you gonna like build bleachers or something like on the inside of your garage so people can sit down and?
I know this isn't gonna be shocking. I actually have bleachers. I just don't
Oh,
have the
of
room.
course you do.
Oh my god.
But you don't have
Man doesn't have bleachers at his house. I mean,
you
what?
don't have a you don't have a
Oh
5 tier bleacher.
no.
Give me an
Sorry,
Allen wrench. Give me an
I
Allen
didn't get
wrench
the
out.
memo. Is that part of YouTube world? Like, did I sign the contract that I needed bleachers? I didn't get it.
Are you kidding me? With my clutch driver, I actually do have bleachers. My kids always
Really have
had to
nothing.
wait in
All
the
I'm
dark
doing
too.
nothing like
Exactly.
nothing.
Exactly. In my day, we went to school in the dark. Even in elementary school, I moved back to my hometown, which I'll never know why. But like it's dark when the kids are going to school here.
Mm,
School used to start at 9. It was 9 to 3. No problems if we got back.
yeah.
My school was early. Colorado voted to eliminate daylight savings time, but the small print says only if X number of other states do this.
Yeah. It was
Oh,
in Congress once upon a time, and I don't know if whatever happened to it from there, but yeah.
I had no idea that Colorado voted to get rid of daylight savings.
Yeah. There's a couple states, but
I'm gonna
yeah.
try not to bring up Arizona, even though I already did. No, because
Mhm.
every time we talk about daylight savings, we end up
They
talking
don't
about
move.
Arizona, how they do not change.
They don't.
Isn't
But
there
because
another state that doesn't change, like Idaho or parts of Idaho? I don't know.
I had to
Hmm.
walk to school in 2 feet of snow, and now they lose school kids who don't have to be. That is true. They made us go to school no matter what the weather was.
Hmm.
They would literally tell us, like, it's raining. Put your coat on. Go to school. My granddaughter's school is online, but they start at 9 and they don't have to travel. Neither do the teachers. My son does partial homeschooling, so I
I
have the
think
chance.
that's a good thing for a lot of kids is to do
Hmm.
partial homeschooling. Yeah. Not my
See,
kids because they got me for a parent.
well,
Oh,
it's important for the human interaction, but things have changed.
yeah.
And because of like digital learning and stuff like that, it's just easy for them. Got the school bus at 6:30. Same. It was like 6:15. We'd have to get up when I was in high school. Like, I think that's part of what like why for the rest of my life I was third shift after that because I was just had to get up early for everything.
So Indiana doesn't. Some parts of Indiana doesn't go back, Sherry.
parts of
Oh,
Indiana.
or whereabouts? Interesting.
Interesting. Very, very interesting.
Mm.
Okay, there's just a disturbance in the force in my house. I will be back in just a second.
Okay. Let me go dip in my patterns and see if I could. I'm like a mad scientist.
Find a hat.
No, do
No,
you know
your
what?
best.
Let's look at these patterns. And if you ever wonder what, and I have um I have hundreds of patterns, but these are the ones I've actually sung with.
Hmm.
Some of them are. Now that I'm looking. Oh man. Oh. I almost stepped on a water bottle. That would have been a disaster in this room. This is my destroyed Mimi G R11407 pattern. I've used this over 100 times, and I'm not even exaggerating. Well over 100 times. Look at that. Twin, you are just ready to be like, get me off the big screen.
No, I'm being nice. Yes.
I didn't take the city bus at 6 a.m. to get to my high school to get there for 8. It was scary even for exactly. I had to do the same thing, but my school bus was mainly kids. So we were like a little army. So an adult would get on and they would be like, "Oh no!" Literally get off on the next stop. I I need to get back to this pattern. I have made ah, a lot of these shirts, and I always end up adding a hood. But ever since I gained weight, I stopped making these because I'm guessing. So I need to make new blocks for this one.
Okay.
This, which I can't remember, I think it was this. This particular pattern, I made this. I made the tunic.
Yeah.
Let me
Really?
tell you, their extra large went down almost past over my knee. I made a dress with a slit on this side. So I don't know if I need to add a belt to it because every single pattern is different, but I
Yeah.
constantly buy McCall's. If
Hmm.
you know what I'm saying. So
Yeah. It's a good brand.
same with this one. I messed up the neck on that one.
Hmm.
I need to do some redemption on this one. And this is just hope, but one day I will make this.
Oh yes, your jacket. Well, you could do the redemption videos. Just like be like Rocky, coming back, fighting.
Captain the Revenge.
Yeah.
And yes, I needed a pattern for an apron. I did. And I've
Hmm.
actually used it. I ne- I this is another thing I need to get back to. I used to I've made this shirt many, many a times.
Even with buttons.
Yes.
Okay. I thought you were anti-button. Buttonhole.
I'm not anti-button, it's just I bought these and have done nothing with either one.
Hmm. Yeah, those pretty simple bags. Yeah, that wouldn't take you very long to do. And you can.
I have yet to cut this out.
Mm, I like
Oh,
that.
it is 6:30 in the House of Sewing.
I.
Alexa, thank you. Good.
Do you have Do you have the fabric to go with that suit outfit?
I have all kinds of crazy stuff. I have all kinds of silky stuff.
Okay.
I have yet to make these. This is the one where I went to the counter. I bought a bunch of fabric.
Mm-hmm.
This pattern was $25.
Oh my word.
I bought it just out of pride because it was like, well, I can buy it even though now I don't want it because it was
Yeah.
so much. I have no idea. I tried to make this, and you know what's funny? I've done better just on my own. I don't know why I failed on this so hard. I failed on this. It's
I remember you talking
literally
about
a piece of fabric with a neck hole.
with a neck hole.
And I think it's because it came with a pattern. I don't do well with patterns, with something that just that's that ginormous. I
Well, those are some really great choices.
haven't cut that one
Like-
out yet.
Oh, that looks comfy.
I kind of want to make that though.
Yeah.
And because I have most of the material I have is made for clothing.
Like you could extend that and make your snuggie.
This, once I figured out how to make a shirt, I kind of don't know why I bought this. And this is another pattern. I'm crazy because it's a Mimi G pattern. But do you see the price?
Yeah. $21. Mm-hmm.
I'm
They
just
know how
saying,
to get you.
like this is how much I usually pay for a pattern. I still haven't made that shirt yet, though. How's it going, Easy One? There are pattern makers and there are pattern followers. Absolutely.
Yeah.
And that's another thing. I think is once I figured, and this one's missing pieces, and it's me. It's not the pattern. It's me.
Oh.
They're scattered somewhere. I just wanted to make the jacket because I actually had that material, the flamenco material.
Oh, did you? Or
Yeah.
do you?
Well, I made a shirt out of it.
Oh.
And we've talked about this with my Misfits chainmail, but I actually made that.
Yes. I remember you talking about that. Yes.
And for a Halloween costume pattern, there are quite a few stuffed in here. So I think there's more than just one costume stuffed in here because it took me a minute to find what I was looking for. Which pattern is that, Judy? And one of the reasons if there's a man on the cover, I'll buy the pattern because I needed just inspiration.
Mm-hmm.
But now that like I make my own stuff, like a lot of this, I'm like, I need to go back and do something with half of these.
Well, we need to make your own patterns. Maybe we can sell them for $21.
That's what I'm saying though. But that's what I'm saying. Like, it's not that I'm beyond these. It's just I use these as guidelines too.
Mhm.
It just depends on the situation. Except for my Mimi G R11, that is like my base. Then you have William who just makes it up. Absolutely. Pirate Sewing 101.
Hi,
you
Kilroy. How you
kidding?
doing?
On day one of the sewing class, I'll be like, all right, we got to talk like pirates in here.
Arr. So the disturbance of the force, I was correct. And there goes another one of my favorite coffee cups. Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Oh, you are hitting close to hell. Um, I stopped doing this, but I used to buy coffee cups in every city I went to, and I love my son. And if you're watching, I absolutely love you. He broke every single one. I had a Denver, San Francisco, anywhere I would go, I would buy a coffee cup. I had like just weird, just anywhere I would go, I'd buy a coffee cup. My son broke every single one. I have this giant San Francisco one. And it was just it's all bumpy. It has the topography of the city on it. Um, it is now a pen holder because my son grabbed it and literally, and that one wasn't his fault. It was just poorly made. But
Mhm.
so I don't do fancy coffee cups anymore. It's like, thank you, Kilroy. Thank you. I am all about slam sewing. It's like slam poetry. You walk up, you say a bunch of lines and you go home. Put these back. So, what should I work on? I have so many. I'm literally in this weird impasse of 5 different projects.
So what's going to bring you the most joy right now? The vest and finishing off that outfit? That with the coat?
The vest is gonna take me 15 minutes.
Okay.
I just like coming out on
What?
Sunday wearing jerseys and waffling and just flat out waffling.
I'm really compelled by the idea of the deer stalker. myself.
Okay, okay. I forgot about that. I like that.
Hmm.
Yep. I forgot that was a choice. Yes.
And I don't know. I need to do something with these large amounts of oopsies. I'm just gonna start sewing abstract clothes and call it art. I need to do something with my giant pile of oopsies.
Mm-hmm.
And a lot of it cannot be quilted. A lot of it is just more clothing that's made. It's more fabric for clothing. But I've made 100 hoodies. I've made a million jackets. Today, Phoenix asked me, "How many jackets have you made?" I said, "A million." I've made a million jackets. But it's what I love to do. If I had a shop, it would be the Great Jacket Shop. There would be 1,000 sewing machines in the window and just jackets everywhere of all kinds, of all kinds. So it's something that I love to do.
Jimmy Tweed's jacket jackpot.
Patent pending, patent pending. I like it. I like. Also, I'm like almost done with my most my ugh, with my so-called life tweed denim quilt extravaganza jacket.
It's exciting.
I can't wait. I can't wait. What is it like in a week and a half? I'm gonna be going to a
What?
quilt show
You're going to a quilt show? Yeah.
in
About a
like a
week and a
week.
half. Yeah. Week and a half.
Las Vegas. Get
You are.
ready. My I'm gonna land just like this. Like I'm diving into a pool.
Oh my word. It's been forever since you've been.
It's because and this is the real reason. Because every single time I would go to Las Vegas, I would lose my mind and go crazy. I would go to the Goodwill bins, spend 20 to 30 bucks and come home with like half my car filled with stuff. My opinion,
Yeah.
if there's a pattern, guaranteed I'm going to change it to be in the way I want it. Absolutely. I learned that about patterns as well. I will completely learn that about patterns. Again, I look at them more as guidelines,
Hmm.
you know?
I mean, it's just like quilting. That's what we do too. We just look at something, we like it, we tweak it. I mean, what sewist doesn't tweak something? We got to put our own spin on it.
True. So
Yeah.
question is, William going to hold out during the quilt show and not buy anything? Oh, the pressure is mounting. Let's get
You did so good when we went to Road to California together.
let's get 1950s radio. So in our last episode, our, my so-called life did so well at the road to California, but will he buy something in Vegas because that is the land of decadence? Who knows? Stay
Mm.
tuned. Oh, and by the way, I'm gonna go dark that weekend because
Mm.
everybody needs a break. So I'm gonna take a couple days off, but it won't be for 2 weeks. So I will continue to over inundate the internet with all of my lives and my videos.
Yes.
But I'm excited. And the quilt show might not even be anything what I think it's gonna be. I'm just going for pancakes and really bright lights. I have a good time every time I travel. So
You're
I'm
going
here
to
to
have
have
fun.
Is
absolutely.
Ve- is Vegas a pancake place? Is
I'm a
that a thing?
pancake place. I'm a pancake place. I'm a breakfast
Okay.
person. I'm like I'm a hobbit. I'm a
I love a
real
breakfast. Yep. Second breakfast. I'm also good with second breakfast. Hmm.
and so because I'm a real life hobbit, like wherever I go, I'm like, do they have waffles? Do they serve pancakes here? Biscuits and gravy? Excuse me, do you have chicken fried steak?
I agree with us. When we went to Road to California, that was pretty much where he went on the menu. And he talked to people. He's like, do you have? Yes.
I'm a
I
breakfast
want
person.
I want a good poached egg. That's
Oh,
what I want when I go.
I haven't
if
had
you
a
came
poached
to
egg in a
my
while.
house, if you came to my house right now, like most of the food I have is breakfast food. Like I have muffins, like jam. Like it's weird. I'm a breakfast person. It's just a weird thing.
No, no. It's like I don't know. I think we've strayed away from the normal in modern life being non-breakfast people because that used to be like, the big important one.
Yeah.
Well, I had a very like hard. I came from a like very classic conservative household when I was a kid. So we had breakfast. Breakfast was breakfast. Lunch was like a ham sandwich or something, and then dinner was something amazing. I will combine breakfast with everything, and then at two
Is
in the
that
morning, go ahead.
Oh, I was just gonna say, is that how you learned that ham sandwiches fit in men's pockets?
I had a baggie on it. If it makes anyone feel any better, I had a bag around it. I always hated breakfast food. I think it's also because I love potatoes in any form.
Oh, hash browns are good.
Exactly.
Mashed
Even
potatoes.
any
Yes.
form. Uh,
Latkes.
country potatoes,
Potatoes.
mojo, in any.
Every French fry known to man.
What's really funny? I knew someone that used to always say like certain cultures reinvented the chicken because everyone eats chicken, but around the world we have reinvented the potato. I love a good, in any form. Says the guy who cannot stop pulling them out of the ground. I think I'm contractually obligated to say that at this point because I'm a potato farmer.
Well, they're not illegal in California, so we're good.
What is mojo?
General E. Lee Biscuit. See if the person taking the order knows what it is. I don't even know what that is. General E. Lee Biscuits is country sausage gravy, side of link. Oh, that sounds amazing. Now I'm
Oh, I pretty
hungry.
much have that in my house right now, girl. Like,
I'm- Hey, Alibaba, great to see you. Great to see
hi,
you.
Ollie.
I'm pitching for the Houston Astros today. Every Sunday, I'm digging out my jerseys. I forgot I had this.
Very, very nice.
I know, Rita, I made some more homemade biscuits today. They were so delicious. I put some jelly on them when they came out. They're good.
It's just one of those weird things. And at my house, it's not. Well, yeah, I was stumped last night, and I was like, a bacon and egg sandwich has never failed anyone ever on the planet Earth ever.
Yeah.
It's one of those weird things. I have a
With
question though.
cheese.
Do you eat in your sewing room?
No.
You've seen me in the sewing room, so yes.
I full course meal in here. I have soy sauce. I'm turning it over into the bowl. Like it's one of those
Yeah.
weird things. It depends though. Like I will clean before I bring food in here. So if I have fabric out, I won't bring food in here.
Oh no, I put that away, but or I take it away from the area that I'm in. But no,
Because
mhm.
if I could, I would put a closed sign on my front door and turn this place into a rib joint. So like when I'm eating ribs, like I don't even want to tell you like how much I eat ribs, but it's a messy business. So I'll clean up before I start doing that. It just depends on the situation.
I had a rib sauce smile last night from eating ribs.
Oh,
But yeah, no, I don't eat around my sewing or drink around my sewing anything except water in my water bottle that I leave it closed. And I'm an anal hand washer when it comes to my sewing and
definitely.
touching my stuff and yeah.
Yeah.
I'm weird about washing my hands just because I get sick because of my lung issues.
hmm
And so everything makes me sick. So I wash my hands because I know the average person does not. But I don't want to be like one of those people who goes in public wearing gloves.
Uh-oh.
No, like you see them where I live, people they look like they're gonna go fight the Foot Clan. They have gloves on. They have a mask on. Like they're hardcore where I live.
I see them around here. Like today when I was out grocery shopping, I must have seen 5 people. They had gloves and a mask on. I was like, oh, this is
And
interesting. Is there something
you know
going on
what?
I don't know about?
I'm not anti-mask because at my job we have to wear masks depending on the
Yeah.
situation. Just depending on
Yeah.
this, not like everywhere. I'm just saying, but like, it's just weird to me. It's just weird to me.
Mhm.
Should I go back to the mask making business?
Um, no,
Even though I'm scarred from making a
no,
million masks
don't do it.
right now, right now I could make one left-handed because I
I'm
made
surprised you
so
don't have a
many.
box of them still in your middle room.
I um I do. They're just so hidden I couldn't get to them if I wanted to.
Mhm.
All the denim ones I keep because they're cool and like and in certain situations I do have to wear a mask.
Mhm.
And I have Kaiser, and I don't know about anywhere else in America, but in Southern California they make you wear a mask.
Oh, when you go into the hospital?
Mm. Yeah.
Oh,
Even into like because I have to pick up stuff from the pharmacy all the time. Um, you know,
not in
and
North Carolina.
they have hand scrubby stations at all like when you walk in too.
Yeah, all throughout the hospitals. But they also they don't allow you to wear homemade masks. They only allow you to wear a surgical mask, but they
Yeah,
will provide them, before you even enter the building.
yeah.
It all
Not
depends
here.
on where you live.
Yeah.
I went to Vegas when it reopened. Do you know it was the strangest thing to walk around the strip and no one be there? I mean, literally nobody was there. It was the strangest thing ever.
Mm.
I'm trying to think if there's anything I've ever experienced like that. Because even if you walk it at 2 o'clock in the morning on a Tuesday in October, someone's gonna be there's gonna be hundreds of people there. You know.
Mhm.
Yeah, it would probably be kind of spooky in a way, like just an
Yeah,
eerie feeling.
Erie. That's what I was thinking. Erie, just like a ghost town.
After the '94 earthquake, parts of the freeway fell, and the freeway was completely abandoned. We went and played a few innings on the freeway, and it was eerie standing with your back turned to the freeway, knowing that no one was going to come, but it was still eerie being on the freeway. All the good times you had as a kid.
Yes.
I have a spray bottle like I carry, and I also wear an N95 mask with those little breathe filters on them. My job, we buy those things. We have boxes of those things.
Yeah, I have a few of those around my house.
When everything first started, I used to be a painter because I had like 15 different jobs before I got the one I have now. And I had a box, and I used all of them right before the whole lockdown thing happened. So I was prepared, not prepared.
Mm.
Maybe I should make. Do you know? I think I'm just scared to make things that the colors do not match. I think I'm gonna make like a hobo robe. I have a bunch of ideas with all my mixed matched colors.
Did you guys? Were you guys talking about the robe earlier?
No, I'm just talking about all the things that I have in here because there's certain materials that like are just solely for clothing. My
Mm-hmm.
grandma used to use patterns to pack stuff for flea markets. That's awesome. My grandmother was. Oh, I miss my grandma. She rocked that bell haircut until like literally the bitter end.
Mm.
Oh, it made her look taller than what she actually was. Because she would shrink, but her hair would just get higher and higher and higher.
Yes.
Oh, good times, good
Higher the
times.
hair, the closer to God. Isn't that how that goes?
Oh.
I think it's because she was in my life most of my life. I remember just slowly getting taller than her and then
Mhm.
towering over her and looking down and being like, wow, that really is all her hair. That is a lot of hair. I also worked with this woman named Dorothy. She was such a good person, but she was somebody else who rocked the literal beehive.
Mm.
The literal beehive. And then when they were like, the beehive's not popular, she rocked the big bell. I mean, like in 2010, in 2011, she was wearing the 1950s hair. We should have a 1950s night. We gotta dress like we're in the Rondelles.
Well, I think you already said that you're Elvis, so
I have seen um almost every Sammy Davis Jr., Elvis, John Wayne, and Dean Martin movie I can get my hands on, so I'm ready. My grandma was in her late 60s when I was born. I'm named for her, so is my own daughter. I love that. I absolutely love that. My grandparents were older when I was born as well. I only knew them as senior citizens. When I would see pictures of them, I'm like, I didn't know those people. I didn't know them. No, because my grandfather, I always knew him as being bald.
Yeah.
Because when I came around, he just accepted the fact that he was bald and he got rid of the rug. But I'd see pictures and I'm like, you had hair? He'd be like, sit down. Let me tell you about pride. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a story about pride. And he wore a rug until he couldn't anymore. Because the sun starts setting. The sun's
Yeah.
setting on my hair, on my son the other day. He's like, oh, you're really bald. I was like, you're looking into a crystal ball, sir, because this is your future right here. My nonas were my nonas were typically Italian grandmas, small gray hair buns. I miss them absolutely.
I bet they're adorable.
My grandma, she would make aprons and then wear them around the house. Aw, I think I have all of them. Good times.
Yeah.
Man, this has been a Sunday to reminisce. I'm pitching for the 1970 Houston Astros. We're talking about GMOs and projects. that last that last pattern looks like Drew Carey's new suit. I think that totally is Drew Carey. I'm still mad I didn't buy the Bat car. In the Drew Carey show, he buys the Bat car. And like 4 or 5 episodes in, he's like, this was kind of a bad idea. I'm a 40-something-year-old single man who owns the Bat car. So I remind myself of that. Has Tammy started yet?
No, I mean you're still 6 minutes out, but no.
Oh man, I'm way ahead of myself. I just have Mr. Postman stuck in my head because we're talking about the 50s. Hey, Mr. Postman.
Hey, 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 hey. Gotcha.
I love that stuff. My mom was definitely a spicy Nona. You're picture for the 1970s Astros, so you're completely forgettable. Nolan Ryan. Nolan Ryan pitched for the 1970 Houston Astros. I've been watching a lot of 1980s and I think Mona's time traveling. Is Mona time traveling? But I've been watching a lot of 1970s basketball, baseball. And they were funky in the 1970s. They'd have huge fros hanging out of their hats. Everybody looked like Sideshow Bob. Everybody had giant mustaches. There was all different, like there was tall people, short people.
Hmm.
Good times. Good time.
I just put the link to Tammy's live in there for you
Awesome. Thank you. Because
Didn't
this
they-
is. Oh, go
as
ahead.
official secretary.
didn't they also chew tobacco back then too? Oh, the pictures
Literally,
sit there
and
and
then-
spit.
and they smoked in the dugout. There's certain games where literally the coach is hitting a stogie while they're sitting there while they're sitting there talking to each other. Literally.
Tommy Lasorda always had a stogie going, didn't he?
And yes, and in Laker lore, Vlade Divac, who used to play for the Lakers, there are many pictures at halftime with his Laker uniform on. He would go and smoke cigarettes in the parking lot, and people would be like, sir, aren't you playing?" "Oh, Mona, we are here for you. We are here for you. Welcome back." And thank you. Thank you for my plaid coat. I absolutely I think I'm gonna do more. I'm gonna make more coats with my oopsie material because I have so much of it. That's why I'm asking for ideas because I love what I do, but I'm willing to branch out. I look at me, I buy patterns and do nothing with them. I store them. To be honest though, out of all that I've shown you, I 6 or 7 of them I've actually used and one over and over again. When I was in grade school, I got in trouble for writing on the school bag. Let's go, Mets. That's awesome, Terry. Oh man, my school was strict. You weren't allowed to ride in your backpack. You couldn't wear a hat that wasn't the school. They cracked down on us by the time I came around. We couldn't wear anything funky that or any, because snarky t-shirts were a thing back then.
She started her countdown.
Hey, Mr. Postman. Oh, seriously, I want to thank everybody for hanging out on another beautiful Sunday Power Hour. I'm gonna go back to the drawing board and make something beautiful this evening. And I'm working on a Janko's video. I have to remind myself that.
You have a lot of projects going on.
I'm trying to keep, I have this thing
You need
about
a
not having.
whiteboard so you can just start marking things off.
I don't like having idle hands.
Hmm.
I'm one of those people like I'm good
Yeah.
with having 5 projects at once.
Just 5?
Scared the broker threw away all my Fiesta Bowls. Oh man, I was so mad about Isaiah Break. I don't even want to
He
talk
has
about the
to
coffee.
wear.
I'll start crying if I talk about my coffee press.
Oh no.
But I will be back at it tomorrow. I'm gonna be making. I'm gonna be working on my vest. I actually found a bunch of cool material to be making blocks with. I'm excited.
Yes.
One of our local high school teachers is going to be on American Idol.
That's
I
amazing.
love stories like that. I love stories like that.
She's on.
Okay, Tammy's talking. I'm talking. I hope everybody has a great week. I'll see everyone tomorrow. Thank you so much for joining. Shalom.
Thank you for having me.
Twinny McTwin from the Twin Planets playing first base for the Minnesota Twins. I thank you.
Yeah. Only the best.
It was another successful Sunday. I I think I have everything, including the interfacing, to make a quilt. I think I do. I think I do. I have to do a parts. I have to, do a parts list. But I think I have everything in this room ready for a quilt. So I will
Exciting.
see.
I can't wait to play Tetris.
Doom, 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 doom. I will see everyone tomorrow. You guys are absolutely amazing. Like I always say, reinforce your seams, be yourself, and I will definitely, definitely see you next time. Everybody, go watch Tammy and have a great evening. See you
Good
tomorrow.
night.
Bye.
Bye.